So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye, Mike Weber. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A run for Weber. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 26, check 26. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Browns' 18-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tie 7. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Now.
2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Weaver, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Low. Check 25.
Throwing now is Carr. Looking right right sideline. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now, 185.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Raiders 2. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. White Monday down. 6-18. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
We got 4. We got 4. Twist, twist, twist. Check down 7. Check down 7. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Fair, fair. Shoot.
2nd and 2. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
29 is the mic. Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled. Get it.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
You go set. 90 Wolf. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Weber. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Monday, down. New 80.
Squeeze, double.
You're mine.
24, check 24.
To throw his Carr. Throws right side, and that's complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Weber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. High throw, but he makes the catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Down. 185.
Danny. Check.
Watch out.
Sick guy.
On third down, Weber. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Go.
It's 4th down.
Go, Chief.
Hey, watch the ship.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Carr now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Hey, 734.
He's checking crap. 36. Check 43.
Now a give right side. It's Weber. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
180. Express.
Throwing again. Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hall. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check 50. Check 50.
Raider 2.
It's our field. It's our field.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey! Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Check. Lucky.
Go out! Check 9. Watch it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to Eckler. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it!
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Delta.
Check curls, check curls. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Check.
No, go.
They'll set up a throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, it's Coleman, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here we go. Ready. 18 Gator.
Box it. Check again.
Good.
He's done right here.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Dude.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 now. 4 now.
Bravo.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
What twins?
61, matchbox light. Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Haywood! You're mine.
Sponge! No, no, no!
29! 29! Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Here we go, here we go! Mike's 50!
Carr now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
You!
Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right here, right here.
Hey, exit!
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
I got one!
Carr to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike 50!
You better,
OP!
you better be afraid.
Hey, high 7!
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Watch time! Tight end rock!
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, foxtrot!
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Bandit!
Sure.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, echo!
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch left. Touch.
Coleman now. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 17.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
They're going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Yeah, he'll find Hall. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Carr got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hatchet.
On 3rd down, it's Weaver. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Mike Weber with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Stand up in. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it out, read. Kill.
He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. Like 22, he's coming. 93. What we got? Like 22.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Express. Max 22. If you don't get this, boy.
Throwing now is Carr. Leaping, and he makes the grab. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a give, right side. Weber, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll run again here with Weber. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Mike Weber, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Two times. Rock it.
We got 4. Alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check nickel.
734. Express. Heavy.
Under 10.
Go.
Here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Express.
Bumps up the helmet.
Hey, orbit.
Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 50.
I got it. Check. Hey, Delta.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was fourth down, and the possession changes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
51.
Double tight.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Undercut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Lions, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see much best though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want that like me, cause that like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team so big.